Just in case they DMC out of that shit. 36, 207, 37. Part 2, I guess. What is it, 22nd? What is it, 20? I'm not gonna re-look at that. I don't give a shit. You need to put that glove on, man. You're gonna freeze your hand. You're gonna freeze your hand? You didn't do that. You didn't do that voice right. You're trying to do like a. Whatever. Okay, so what was this about? I don't know. What was it? Yeah. Ow. Oop, there it is. Okay, so what then? I don't know. I thought that was supposed to be some sort of a something, right? Nope, nothing. Nada. It's Friday, I think, right? Friday morning. Let's see what else is there. 36? What was it? $36. It feels colder because maybe he's had your glove off for so long. Okay. Do. What's next? I don't know. I thought you were supposed to have an idea or something here. Oh no, I had no idea already. You just needed to be able to. Anything? Zeitgeist? You've done that one before, right? The infidel. I do not identify as an infidel, but an Islamic person would identify me as an infidel. I would not identify myself as a Satanist, but I do commune with the zeitgeist. And a Christian could view me communing with the zeitgeist as a form of like Satanism. So it doesn't matter what you identify as. It matters what other people identify you as. Dear zeitgeist, commune with the zeitgeist. Okay. What else? Couldn't tell you. Hey, you got a purple mark on your shoulder now, so and it feels like it's kind of healing. Good. Ish. Not good. It's still bad. But yay. 4 ChatGPT jokes in one. Hey, they all connected together. They were all about the mimic, the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It connected together. There was a central thesis within the 3 or 4. The cuckoo bird, which was in the, which was a fucking bird for chocolate cereal. The one fella from that one movie, and then the mimic, and then yeah. This society breeds insanity. Cookie Crisp. People crazy for cereal that tastes like cookies a little bit. I don't think those jokes work that well. I don't think they're gonna work that way. Also, that was like 30 years. That was 1990s. I don't think anyone knows what the fuck you're talking about. The Apple Jacks one, very snobby. You know, like it doesn't even taste like apples. You know, that's a good one too. That's whatever the fuck that means. It's called Apple Jacks. It tastes like, I don't know, cherries. It tastes like sweet cinnamon or something. Thing's on, right? Tag team back again. Check it or wreck it, or check it to the wreck it. You're interpreting. Oh yeah, this is a joke where you're like, you know, when people listen to music or play video games, you did this joke for, right? It was the elites. You had this like very paranoid conspiracy. Remember Don Imus, and he was like nappy-headed hose, you know, because he said that the one people bred the people, and then it was like, I'm an NPC and I was bred. I'm pretty sure I was bred, and because you know when you listen to music, you're like, the elites are probably like, if I saw a Tesla charging in a docking station, I'd be like, there's a Tesla docked charging up. A NPC listening to music is like a Tesla in a docking station. Or a lamp plugged into a. You like your little insane conspiracy theories, don't you? Yes, they're fun. Something about this world does not add up. It don't add up. It don't add up. I think you've said that before too. Whatever. Two sweaters, no tank top, no suspenders, no undershirt, no belt. So you have to pull your pants up all the time, and you got nothing to tuck you got no shirt to tuck into your pants, and we do have two hoodies on, so should be okay. It's what your hand's fucked, man. You got your hand outside because your hand was outside. It's still cold. You think a sweater, a hand thingy on it now? Yeah. Okay. God, you're fucking boring me, man. You bore the fucking shit out of me. Why are you so boring, man? I gotta think of something. How can you be interesting or cool? You gotta be cools. You were programmed to be a spicy NPC. Your job as an NPC is to bring spice to this world. Really? You always did like the joke of. You always like the joke where someone takes something that someone says and then they take it and they embrace it. Why not embrace your NPC-ishness? Hey, I just respawn. Really? Ooh. Anything in the news? Something about Greenland. I didn't pay that close attention. What else happened? Whoa. I don't remember. What else happened? You saw a video of a senator from a state you were on 4chan and you started watching police body cam videos from 4chan, and then they had YouTube videos. There's these two ladies in string bikinis. That was okay. Yeah, they seemed like children. But they were adults. I mean, technically they were adults. But... oh well. What else? Yeah, because I didn't watch those till I went to 4chan. And then there, some senator got arrested in the basement of someone's house. That was funny. You only watched like 2 of them though, right? Yes. And what else? This is no, I don't know anything, man. I don't know, man. This is what? Where am I? I don't think it's gonna fly. Let's see what else you got. Anything new or cool? They had the one thing, the the Mirage tank. They gave him lots of big old range. That was pretty stupid, yeah. What else is there? Shoulder? Yeah, your shoulder. It's got bigger? It's swollen. Okay. What else? Oh, I thought you were perfect. What'd you eat? You had popcorn, you had Coca-Cola. You ate like 2/3 of a thing of ice cream over the. That was early in the day though. That was before 2 or something, right? Ice cream. Yeah. Did you eat anything good today? You just had popcorn and ice cream and Coke? That's unhealthy. You had some cereal. You had cereal, buddy. Remember you had a big bowl of cereal. You had like 2 bowls of cereal. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was that green Cheerios. Green Cheerios. They're Cheerios and they're green. They taste like apples. Kind of. Or they taste like cinnamon. They taste like cinnamon Cheerios with sugar. And I don't know if they taste like apples, but they're sweet Cheerios with cinnamon. Okay. Parents just don't understand, man. It's like Cheerios, but with green. And they don't, no, that's Apple Jacks, man. That's the different cereals. Okay. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Cinnamon. It's not Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It was Cinnamon Apple Jacks. It was Trix the Rabbit. He was pretty tricky, I guess. I don't remember that one. Cookie Crisp. Trix the Rabbit. I don't know what I mean. I don't know, man. I was just... Yeah, they're doping these kids up. They dope the kids up. They make them stupid. You wonder why people are stupid. Look at the fucking commercials for those fucking cereals and you'll realize why people are stupid. They are teaching them to be addicted to Cookie Crisp. The guy would steal for Cookie Crisp. It's like $3-4 a box. You don't have to steal Cookie Crisp. You can, if you make like minimum wage, you can buy 2 boxes an hour, man. You don't gotta steal Cookie Crisp, man. They set those kids up for failure. I'm telling you, man, they set them up. It don't taste like apples. It don't taste like apples. What's beyond your ability to comprehend. You're too stupid to understand the concept that a cereal is named after something and it doesn't have to taste like it. It's meant to condition the youngins to realize that just because something says something, that's not what it's going to be. It's very important that the youngins learn that at a very young age. It's Apple Jacks and it tastes like peaches, but it's called Apple Jacks. No, it's just like cinnamon and sugar, right? It's just cinnamon and sugar. I don't think it tastes like peaches. It's called Apple Jacks and it tastes like chocolate. No, it's just cinnamon and sugar, right? It's okay. Well, that's kind of fun. You know, maybe the assumption you made that was incorrect is maybe people don't want to be entertained. Maybe your average human being does not want to be entertained to the same extent that you want to be. I crave distraction. I am an NPC. I need my Tesla charger. What do you think normal people think about it? Maybe they don't even think. Maybe your thinking is actually Tesla recharging station. You're secretly at a Tesla recharging station right now. Or you're receptacling into a plug. Okay. Well, the people who designed the nappy-headed hose, they bred the NPCs correctly. You're really gonna go down the NPC theory again? Hey, it's fun. I like NPC theory. It's fun. Upside down, inside out. We're gonna show the folks what it's all about. Taking it back to the old school. The old food, so cool. What else? Nothing. What was that? Do you think it really was a song designed to It's when you hear that song, that means the normies, the real people, they're like, hey, the robot's got to recharge. Put that song on. Let them recharge for 5 minutes. You're really going down the paranoid path on that one a little bit. Remember those 80s movies where they would always have the golf, the Rodney Dangerfield? He would go to the golf club. And were they conspiring, or were they competing too? There's a good question for you. I don't remember any of those movies that well, so I think they competed, but conspiratorially, you could do that, I guess. Some guy talking about what's that? What's that thing where they do 20 people around one person? And the guy was like, "Yeah, I'm a fascist." And then the one guy was explaining the book. He was saying, "There's the person's either your friend or not." I'm curious. It's a Halloween thing, right? What if when you listen to that, when you get back, you're like, you listen to that and there was nothing there, and you're just like, nut job. It was like a ghost thing, right? Or dogs. It was dogs. I thought it was a dog pack. They don't have dog packs, do they? Dog packs. What if like you turn your thing on and there's like no noise? And you really are just like, oh my god, that would suck. Okay. Whoop, there it is. Tariffs? Was it? Nope. I think did they stall the green one? So Europe's gonna have to be on its own, and they said Europe's doing most of the heavy lifting now in Ukraine. So maybe. Someone said that. Or did they? I don't remember. I just repeat what I hear. I'm a mimic. I just mimic words I hear. I'm a mimic baby, mimicking stuff. Yeah. What else? Tag teams, backs again. Man, that your shoulder. How are you gonna do that? Because it feels lumpy. It feels like there's a big lumpy in there. Oh, that's good. I guess. Yeah. Lumpy. And then you did the math and you figured out the bone is actually on the front. It's where the chest is, right? It's like between the chest and the. It's more where above your nipple, to the left, or maybe right above your chest on your nipple, up 6 or 8 inches. Yes. Tag team back again. Oh, you'll get your sling tomorrow. Do you even still need the sling? I mean, I guess it'll be good. It helps, I guess. It might help. Man, it's $10. Who cares? $10, baby, $10, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a sling, baby, 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 baby. Someone was doing something about Mr. Beast. You've never even watched that shit. He had one where he had people on little platforms, and then the people would drop onto the platforms. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you have any connection to this society. I think you lost that one somewhere. You lost that one somewhere. Squid Game? How do you see that? It's like Battle Royale? This. Oh, fuck. Who do this? Oh, okay, yeah, you can't hold shit in your right hand, man. Didn't I tell you that already? Tag team back again. Check 2 directs and let's begin. Yeah, I wonder what goes through Normie's brain. So what are there? Remember that fucking writer who had the one about the tennis guy? He wrote about that lady, the 16-year-old lady, and then he was like, yeah, whatever. It's probably like that. It's probably like that short story. Yeah, it's probably like that. Normies. What was that called? It was called. What was her name? She was like an 80s tennis girl. Before Anna Kournikova wasn't that good at tennis though. This other girl was like better at tennis. Anna Kournikova, girl, I wanna know ya. Anna Kournikova. Oh yeah, your arm. You need to put it in the kangaroo pouch of your what is it called? It's called a hoodie. A kangaroo pouch in the hoodie. Very nice. I like that Eden one where you're like, apples are a secret drug that God grew. That was kind of cool. I didn't think of that one until later. I like that. The drug of apple. Apple drug. The bite of wisdom. Yum, 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 yum. Did you already do this joke? I can't remember. You did it that one thing, but you did it. Oh, man. Oh, Leo Strauss? You watched like 20 or 30 minutes of a video about Leo Strauss. What the fuck were you listening about Leo Strauss for? Man, it was like they were like, oh yeah, you, and they were indoctrinating those kids. I'll tell you, they were indoctrinating them. Leo Straussy. It started with someone else though. What was the one? They're either your friend or your enemy. That was the fascist guy. What is it? It's called Jubilee? Is it called Jubilee? What's the one where they surround the person with 20 people? I think it's Jubilee. And then that guy was like, you ever heard of this guy? It wasn't Leo Strauss, though. Leo Strauss was from Austria, right? Or Hungary or something? The cowboys wear white hats and black hats. Some of them wear white hats. Some of them gunsmoke, baby. Leo Strauss liked gunsmoke because the bad cowboys wore black hats, and the white cowboys, well, not the white, the good cowboys wore white hats. And Perry Mason. You're just repeating shit you saw in an Adam Curtis documentary. Shut up. Yes. I repeat stuff that I hear. I'm nothing but a parrot. I'm a mimic parrot. Nothing I say I understand. I don't even know what a hat is. What the fuck is a hat? Why would people wear a white hat or a black hat? That seems kind of stupid. Why would you wear, if you're the bad guy, why would you wear a black hat? Wouldn't you want to wear a white hat? And if you were the good guy, wouldn't you want to wear a black hat? I don't even know, man. I don't look at me. I don't understand this stuff. Was Gunsmoke. In Gunsmoke, the bad guys wore black. I never watched Gunsmoke. I don't know if that's true. Gunsmoke, smoking the gun. Gunsmoke, Gunsmoke, Gunsmoke. Smoking. Bonanza. Was Bonanza on when you were a kid? I don't know, was that a color TV show or was it a black and white show? It's about Bonanza. It's a bonanza, baby, bonanza, bonanza, bonanza. Okay. What is a bonanza? Isn't that wasn't that, it used to be like there's Quincy's. Was there a bonanza? Am I crazy? Was there a bonanza? Bonanza used to be a buffet. Google, was Bonanza a buffet? It was also, it sounds like an event. Who wants to go to a bonanza? I'd like to go to a bonanza, please. It's like a carnival. It sounds like a carnival. I don't know what a bonanza is, but it sounds like a carnival. Okay. Bonanza, bonanza, it's a bonanza. I wonder what a bonanza is. 3 hours from now, 2.5 hours from now, I will get to find out what a bonanza is. Should have used your other phone for video. And then it's only at 30%. And you didn't charge your battery either. But you accidentally grabbed your other battery because it was near your wallet. So you have 30% on your battery, 70% on your phone, and I think you have 100% on that other battery. Or at least 70 or 80 probably. You shouldn't be able to make it. I think you can make it off 70% on your phone for 2 or 3 hours. I think so, right? Bonanza. 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 It's a bonanza. What the fuck was... If those noises are not on the video, I'm in a lot of trouble. Those noises... Were they Halloween noises? Halloween is until October. That's like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 10th. That's the 10th month. That means they're 9 months ahead of time. They're practicing their Halloween noises at 2 o'clock. 9 months in advance. You got to be prepared for Halloween with Halloween noises. Actually, that could be like what if it was like a murder or something? That'd be fucking insane. It sounded like fucking wolves, and it sounded like a Halloween noise. Doody daddy doody daddy doody da. Doody doody doody. That one lady from Target was stealing stuff. You saw that one, right? Yeah. So 4chan got you into those. Thanks, 4chan. They're not that interesting though. They're kind of. Everything sucks. How come everything sucks? Yeah, there's some lady at Target stealing stuff. And then you used to watch this one where they would interrogate the guy. It's always, I want my attorney. That's all you have to say when being interrogated. The one fellow was a tattoo artist and he killed his wife. She didn't like the candles or something. I don't know. And then I didn't watch half of that, didn't you? It's so fucking boring. I couldn't even finish it. It's all so boring. I'm so bored. You're joking, right? Boring minds lead boring lives. You still haven't put that lens on your GoPro. You can't go biking for like 3-4 weeks, man. You're gonna... Imagine this. Imagine you go biking and you break it. You need to do push-ups and shit before you go biking and shit. You need to double check that fucking tire pressure. Fix your mountain bike? You wanna fix it? That'd be $100, man. I don't know. $100. Fix mountain bikes. Fix a mountain bikey mountain. What else? I think the internet is designed to make people conspiratorial now, because all the videos I watch are just shit. Just pure shit. I think they rot your mind, actually. So what was the one you watched? Well, one of them was okay. It was about... He was talking about Mr. Beast. The other ones were shit. So much shit on the internet. Holy fucking shit. They took over the internet. When I was a kid, the internet was like 30% of people, 30, 40. Now it's 99. All the normies are on there. I don't want, there's gotta be like a better internet or something, right? There's gotta be a secret. Well, there's fucking Onion, or not Onion, Tor? But that's not better. That's just for buying drugs and hookers, I bet. Is there like a better internet? I just want an internet that segregates the stupid people out. I want a segregated internet. Segregation now. Segregation in the past, segregation in the future. We need a segregated... They probably have forums that you have to like sign up for. That probably weeds out people. You go for the... Do they even do forums anymore? I think forums kind of went away. IMDb. I like go to IMDb and look at the series for them. IMDb doesn't do forums anymore. They stopped doing that back in the mid-2010s, I think. That guy who was the father in Fallout, he was in a bunch of shit. He was in that coffee TV show. What is it called? What's the David Lynch show called? I don't remember. He was in some David Lynch shit. He was in a bunch of shit. And I can't remember any of it. Okay. Well, that show, I'm watching the reviews of the show. I'm not watching the show. You watch the last, episode 6. I watched the review. They're going to put little bots on the back of people's heads, and they can control the people. And there's a super mutant, and there's a ghoul, and he got impaled on a spike. Okay. And then, what else? There's Mr. House or something. And then there's the NCR. Okay. And there's the Caesar's Legion. Okay. What are you people up to? They're installing new stuff. Stealing everything. Installing new stuff. It's so public and open they can't be stealing anything, right? I don't know. Probably. Yeah, that's a good rule of thumbs. What are you doing? Huh? Beep, 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 beep. Are they like taking the oil? Are you taking oil? Are you stealing oil? I hope they're stealing oil. That'd be cool. I saw a video. They steal the oil. That'd be fucking tight as shit if they're stealing the oil. Think they're stealing oil? Think they're stealing... If you go over there and you get shot, they're stealing oil. Do you go over there? No. I'm not gonna get shot. What do I look like? I'm not here to get shot. What are you doing? They wouldn't do this out in the open, right? You stealing oil? I hope you're stealing oil. Steal oil. Liquid gold. It's worth the price of diesel. It's not gold. Right? What is it worth? I don't know. What am I doing here? Where am I? You're on a main drag of a 40,000 city in a southern state of the United States, in the country of the world, in a solar system. There's a Wendy's. Okay. Every so often I have to remind myself, where the fuck am I? So it would be like 5th grade. 3rd grade would be whoop, there it is. And then 5th grade would be train. It's a train. Do you think people are going to do like faux academic essays on topics that aren't worthy of being essays? I think that's the funniest idea ever, where you take a subject that is not academic and you treat it like it's an academic subject. I think that's hilarious. I can't help it. That's a funny joke. Please explain to me the academic something of something that has nothing to do with academia. You need a sling. You want to put it, does the pouch work? How come the pouch doesn't work so well? Your arm's different or something. Or you need to take the water bottle out? I don't know, buddy, pal. And you did like a 2-hour one today in the middle of the day. You laid in bed and you tried to come up with an idea of an aphorism. And you took an aphorism and you flipped and you cannot remember what the aphorism flip was, which is a pretty fun joke, You're just emulating. You're just an emulator. You've never come up with anything new. You just steal shit, man, and then you try and come up. Well, you take a theme and then you move the theme. The theme becomes a new subject. A new Faustian bargain. In the old days, there was a 1600 Faustian bargain. Then there was Bill Hicks. He did a Faustian bargain. Remember New Kids on the Block? Suck dick. And then Bo Burnham did a dick-sucking devil joke. It's just a Faustian bargain joke. There's nothing. No one's inventing anything new. They're all regurgitating the same bullshit. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I mean, you can. Are they going to reinvent the wheel? Was Elon Musk in the news? Oh, that book that the Godfather guy did. What was it? Megaropolis. It's about, you didn't see it, but Elon Musk's favorite book is that book that Coppola did, Megalopolis, and it's about a city where there's a new material. I didn't even read the review of it. I just heard someone else talk about it. Megalopolis. Coppola lost all his money. Ha ha ha. He put like $30 million in the movie and he got $500,000 back. What a dumbass. He made The Godfather 1 and 2. And then afterwards he had to make 3 to get his money back. And then he had to make a bunch of other movies to try and get some money back because he lost so much money trying to make his own little movies. Poor Coppola. That's why if you're going to make your own movie, you got to make it cheap. You shouldn't spend more than $1 million on a movie if you're going to make your own movie, probably. There's been some pretty good cheap movies. You got to have like simple story. Well, that was about a New York City. He wanted to rebuild New York City with a new material. So he had to spend a lot of money, probably. Oh, well. Poor Coppola. Fraggle, is that Fraggles? I don't know if that's Fraggles. La-dee-doo-dee-da-dee-doo-doo-dee-da-doo-dee-da. Yeah, you should have maybe iced your shoulder more. Did you take a nap? What did you do? You took a nap for an hour and then you didn't put ice on it that time, right? But you used ice earlier in the day for a long period of time. So what's going on with this shoulder thing? Is it good or bad? Are you good or bad, Mr. Shoulders? Should have wore a belt. It's gonna get annoying. You have to keep pulling your pants up. Belty. One belt, China belt. Belt around China. Containment. You had a joke about containment. I don't think it was that good though, right? It was, containment was, you should have looked up who was containment invented by. It wasn't Keynes, it wasn't Keynes, it was some other fucker. Something similar to that though, right? Who invented containment? Do 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 do. What'd the rest of the joke? I don't even remember what the rest of the joke was. You were just going to misuse the concept of containment? Was it going to be? No, it wasn't going to be for like food. It was just going to be like for other shit, right? I don't know, man. Now, one guy was saying everybody's either friends or enemies with each other. There's no neutrality anymore. But he was on Jubilee, and I can't remember the guy's name. And it was Strauss, and Strauss was different than that. But is that really what it's going to be? It's going to be in groups. You shouldn't have watched. What was that? Was that the Beast video? Whatever. Yeah. These people can't make it as individuals no more. So they got to do their big team sports. Team sports. America, the country built on team sports. Oh, wow. Doody-da-dee-doody-da, and then you'll have the people who smile. The smiley people. What was the smiley people? You already did that one, right? Yeah, smiley people. So nice. The nicer someone is, the worse of a person they are. That's what this society will. You have to teach that to the kids. The smilier a person is, the worse of a human being they are. Someone's got to protect the people at the top from reality. It's some sort of dilemma where, like, people have this idea that, like, you have to choose. There has to be a system. Well, that would be what the libertarians would say. They'd be like, you don't need a system. But they're, the Democrats and Republicans are like, you have to have communism, or you have to have a theocracy, or a fucking dictatorship, or whatever the fuck this is going to be. I don't know what this is going to be. And communism is pretty bad too. So, what is that? Cameras? Yeah, it's going to be bad. It's a different dilemma. It's not the prisoner's dilemma. It's the, I don't know, for some reason people have lost all faith in other human beings, maybe. They made them stupid on purpose, man. They bred them to be stupid. They gave them Cookie Crisp commercials. They turned them into druggies for cookies and for Is that your thesis? Like, they purposely made stupid people. But Cookie Crisp was in the 90s, man. Also, in this story, aren't you a little bit on the loony side? I mean, you've got at least a touch of the crazy in these, right? I mean, it's controlled crazy, but it's a touch. It's a bit touchy. You got a little touch here. Not dangerous, but it's a touch. You got a touch of it, buddy. They bred the people with Cookie Crisp and with Cocoa Puffs and really? That would be good. The real deep state is oh wow, that was a good one. The deep state is really Trump. No, I'm just fucking. I don't have any evidence. I was just making shit up here, man. It's all a deep state, all the way down. A deep state. McDonald's is a deep state. 7B is a deep state. Mattress Firm is a deep state. Verizon is a deep state. Panera is a deep state. Chipotle, a deep state of burritos and beans and rice. Man, I want a burrito now. You want to make a pizza when you get back? Yes. That'd be tasty, buddy. You could eat pizza. That'd be really good. You got pepperoni and bacon and cheese and sauce. Oh, it's going to be so good. Yeah. So what keeps, because in this predatorial sort of mind view you're saying that it's a very predatorial system where they purposely design people to be Cookie Crisp addicts. The lead in the paint. Are you just projecting yourself? Hey, just because I threw a bunch of paint in the lead, and I've been throwing paint everywhere with lead, I need to predation. Is it predation? Predatorial-esque behavior. Predation. I'm here to predate. Predation. Predator. Predators. Predation. Okay. Yeah, I think YouTube has turned into like the Well, it'd be like the seedy side of town if there was a seedy side. In the old days, there was a seedy side of town. There was the wrong side of the railroad tracks. The internet was always the wrong side of the railroad tracks, wasn't it? It was always, yeah, I think you're getting a little, yeah. It's very calm, actually, right here. I mean, kind of. Except for those crazy Halloween noises. That was a murder, dude. That was a literal murder happened just when you were walking by. Maybe. Tag team back again. Check 2 Rex and let's begins. Parties on, party ons. As I hear some noise. DC's in the houses. Jump for Joyce. Oh yeah, the shoulder. Fuck yeah. If you got the one with if you got the cheap one. You got the $10 one. But they have some that were like 20 or 30, and they would actually tie down the joints so you wouldn't move it. You took a shower and you actually sat down because you're a lazy piece of shit, and it took you a while to get up and down. You were worried you'd get stuck, but you used your leg power to get you out. How does the bone reattach itself? Inflammation, and then it rebonds together. Is there a cheap MRI? How dangerous is an MRI? Is there ever going to be like MRIs on your phone? Can you ever do like an MRI? I think it spins a bunch and it has magnets, and those magnets are like actually pretty. If you put a fork in there, I think it actually fucks up the MRI machine, or it fucks you up. Like you'll get hurt if you stick a screw in an MRI machine. I think that's actually true, right? So I don't think you can do it with your phone. MRI phone app. It's an app that does phones, turns your phone into an MRI machine. See, the funny thing about these lectures is, actually, I have no clue what a sane person thinks anymore. I really can't even tell what these sound like. It's actually kind of funny. Because at a certain point, you're just like, hey, I can't even pretend I understand what these normies are thinking. What are they thinking? What do you think they're thinking? They don't think. It's like that fucking one thing, the one from David Foster Wallace. I love you, tennis lady. Well, tennis lady. I love you, tennis lady. Not Anna Kournikova, the one. She was like 14, and then she ruined her. She got in a car accident. Whatever. Doody-da-dee-doody-da, doody-doody-doody-da. Do you think they'd actually think you're? Could they call you a devil worshiper? Is this devil worshiper? Are you communing with the devil? I'm an infidel and a devil worshiper. You don't get to define. In today's day and age, you will not get to define yourself. You did that joke before, the Trump's going around, he's turning the other countries into sissies. He's cutting their dicks off. He'll go into a country, he'll fucking turn them into ladies. The left said, hey, you want to cut your dick off, you can cut your dick off. Trump goes into other countries and cuts other people's dicks off. Well, I don't know if that's even funny, or if it's so true, I don't think people would laugh at it. That's the problem with that joke. It's a very, I don't know, it's hard to know. These jokes are hard to tell. I mean, what do these normies even find funny? They like lobsters and sleep outfit. What is funny anyway? You know, why do people even go to comedy things? Why do people do any of this stuff? I don't get it. I look at it and I go, what the fuck am I looking at? Cars. These are like 50K cars. What is a K? It's a way of measuring yourself. Like how much of working is skill-based and how much of it is just competition? I think it's more there's two versions of this. My thesis was the left is more about like the output and the right is more, I think they're more competitive. I think they're more competitive. They're not, it's a lot of things are symbolic, right? A lobster is an expensive piece of food. It's a $10, $15, $20 piece of meat. If lobster was $2, it would not be fancy. No one would eat it. Or you would. It would be like ramen. Yeah, your arm. Holy shit. Let me see if I can fix this thing. Okay. How do you want to do this? Ow. Things have symbolic worth. They are not. The thing is not worthy because things have value because of their symbolic worth, not because of their actual. Because I mean, there's a lobster. I don't know. I haven't had that many. How many lobsters have you had in your life? I had a lot of steaks. I've never had I don't think I've had a lobster, have I? I mean, I've had a lobster in like a soup. Have you had lobster soup? You've had lobster, but not. You've not really a lobster. I mean, if you have, it's so. It's not. Steak is better. Steak is better. Money for money. Steak is. Some people like lobster. Ow. What the fuck? You should have taken ibuprofen or something, man. Like, what the fuck are you doing, arm? Why are you acting all weird? DHL. What the God fucking damn it. You gonna go back early? If this thing doesn't fix itself, I'm gonna chop my arm off. With this sign up here, I'll run at it really fast. That one guy was biking and he lost a finger or an ear? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What the fuck is going on here? That's a big old lump, man. That's a lump. It's at the top of it's not at the front of the chest. It's at the top. The lump is at the top. Huh. Whatever. Doody. And it was purple, right? There was like a tiny little purple spot. I already told you this, right? I already told you, but hey, buddy. You talking to yourself? Yes. The ethereal zeitgeist. You're lucky you didn't break your arm or your leg. Imagine if it was your leg or your arm. You actually had a real break. What do you think it costs to get a plaster on your arm? 3, 4K, 5K? Owie, wowie. You're lucky, buddy. You're lucky. You just broke an annoying bone that can technically heal without even going to the doctor. You were it's fucked up. Come on, man. You're 20 yards from home, man. It was in the fucking driveway, man. That's pretty crazy. You're lucky you didn't have to walk back like 5 or 10 football fields. That would have been bad. You just had to walk. Remember you were sweating? Your hands were freezing and you were sweating. I think you were in like shock. You might have been in shock. Because you have your knuckles. Your knuckles got fucked up on the one hand. And then you sprained your wrist. And then you got the pain in the arm. You're pretty lucky on that. Actually, you're lucky on that one. So if you had to walk back, you would have been in a pretty bad space. It's not that cold, is it? Your glove is off and you're not. Are you delusional? Are you losing feeling in your extremities? It's like 40, right? It is 40, I believe, 38. Trust in the Lord. They trick you, man. I just read whatever I see and then they started putting religious shit and I got tricked. Ha ha, you got tricked. Good job. Truck at 3 o'clock. What is it, 3:08? 3:03. But you're not supposed to pay attention to other things. You're supposed to pay. The whole world is my playpen mat. Those mats, remember that mat? They used to do that mat at that preschool. It was a preschool, and it had a mat of a city, and you would put the thing on the mat. Put it on the mat. Put it on the mat. Okay. You want to put the. Okay, you're gonna need to keep it in the pouch, and you're gonna have to force yourself to leave the arm in the pouch and then not take it out, because you're gonna keep getting arm trouble. And I think you just gotta keep it at an L, and then keep it in an L, and then it shall work. The sword and the pen. So how many? You couldn't think of it, right? You couldn't remember. You did write down some of them, right? You still have a couple on a notepad. But that's other stuff, right? You still have the potatoes, fry cooked potato joke. You can still do that. You haven't done that one yet. It's pretty good. And then you've got. That's pretty bad, actually. Whatever, man. You think the conservatives have everybody believing that people are equal? Because, like, what if people really just aren't equal? Like, what if some people really just aren't? Is it just brainwashing? Like, what if people literally are just not equal to each other? Like, the thing. Yeah, I don't know how that works. The one was like, oh, do whatever you want, and then people were like, shut the fuck up, we can't have. So then that's gonna get cut. But they can't go all the way down to one person, right? It's not just one. They're gonna just cut some of the strands, right? It's a cut the strands thing. Some of the strands will get cut, yes. And if you are a strand, you have to justify your existence as a strand. Lux value menu items. Okay, yeah, okay. Lux items? New Lux. Put your hand back in the fucking pouch, man. Why? Because you had to pull your pants up, man. Remember? Should have wore a belt. Ow. Yeah, so many trucks. I thought the trucks were going to get replaced by robots. What happened to the trucks being replaced by robots, man? I thought the trucks were going to be robots. I guess they're not. Robot trucks. Trucks that are robots. Yeah. Doody-da-dee-doody-da. Doody-da-dee-doody-da. Was there any other news? No news is good news. See, the news makes it seem like there's like some sort of people who are playing on a different level than other people. That's what the news makes it seem like. There's people playing on different levels, man. There's that one guy who was like, he got fat, right? And then he boxed the black fellow who was really good in the 80s, but he's not good. He's like 60 or 70 now, so I don't know if beating him up is really that big of a deal. Yeah, so like, why they got Iran. Someone said in Iran, they said Americans have no heroes. I don't know what that was about. What about Logan Paul, man? And Mike Tyson? Because who the fuck was telling you that on YouTube? Iran says America has no heroes? Was that the Ayatollah or was that today? Who the fuck said that? I don't know, man. Was that today or was it in the past? The Ayatollah rock and roll. Does Iran have here? Like, I think they think their little commanders who got bombed by the Israelis were heroes. The guys who got pagered. Pagers. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Actually, reality creation is actually pretty common. It's they purposely do that every year. You know, how much of the China America thing is like? Is there any part of like America that's like good for you, China, for getting out of? Is there any parts that they're like? Is there any American sentiment of like, good for you, China, for getting yourself out of? They were starving in the 50s and 60s, right? Nah, it's just pure resentment. There's like zero. Humans have zero ability to be happy for other human beings. It's the sad reality of existence. Humans are incapable of happiness towards other people. It makes me sad. But then I remember, I don't really give a shit. I lost my identity. In the 50s and 60s, every American can make fun of the Chinese because half of them were starving to death. It was the good old days when you could always just be like, a Chinese person is like 1/10 of an American. Now, a Chinese person is like 2/3 of an American, or, you know, I don't know what the number, you know, some proportion. Half? Are they equal to half? A quarter? I don't like it. There's 400, 400 million middle-class Chinese. I don't like it. I like it when the Chinese were all starving to death. That was the good old days, man. The 50s and the 60s? I wasn't alive then, but some people were, I guess. Statistically, the oldest person right now is, what do you think the oldest person in the world right now is? In the U.S. is? Do you think they're like 120? There was a lady in Alabama who was like 120, but that was like a year or two ago. 120 would be 1920, 1900, 1910, so like 1910, 1920, somewhere between 1910 and 1920 probably. Remember when we were 20? I was 20 years old and World War II started? Okay. You played Hoi 4 for like an hour or 30 minutes, and you only got like four. You only got three. You got Borman. You got Borman, right? No, you didn't get. Who's the other guy? Hess. You got Hess, and then you got the economic thing, and then it's still on right now. Right now the game is on, but it's paused. I've got Hess. He's giving me P, and you got the one guy. You got Goering as your Air Force guy. Was that smart, or should you have gotten the economic thing first? I don't remember the order that you're supposed to get. I got the aircraft one because it allows me to build aircraft faster, and it gives me air experience. Was that stupid? I don't remember. Shit, I really don't remember. It's not good. 100 P for Goering. I spent 100 P. But then you got to get the economic one because you took the economic one, right? You went into like a depression or something. And now you got to get all those economic advisors. You're doing Rhineland, right? You're doing the one where you get one free highway on all the central core. Do-dee-da-dee-dee-da-do. 3 on support equipment, 1 on artillery, 15 on guns, 2 on aircraft, 4 on CAS, 1 on medium. You leave the 1 on medium, even though you'll end up turning those into naval bombers? Or what are you going to do? Turn them into naval bombers or something? I think that's his plan, right? Turn them into naval bombers. He builds them and then eventually he'll convert them because it's easy to convert. It's like 1/10 of the price or 1/4 of the price. I think that's his play, right? The play is, yeah. Is that even good? Is that even a good play? I don't think it actually is. I think it's actually not that good of a play, but he's still gonna do it, right? I think so. I don't know, man. What was this about? Doody-doody-doody-da. You never Google why batteries plus went out. They get robbed or something. Why you go bye-bye? You believed in the narcissistic fantasy that there are infinite resources somewhere. There is no infinity. You got tricked by the narcissistic infinity. The narcissist believes there is an infinity hidden somewhere. There is no infinity hidden somewhere. He thinks there's infinity hidden somewhere. There's a pot of gold somewhere hidden, yeah. There ain't no pot of gold, buddy. There's a hidden infinity. If only I can find the hidden infinity. I have faith that there's a hidden infinity somewhere around here. Where's the hidden infinity? That's not how infinity works. If you found infinity, people would just probably walk up to you and shovel you. They'd hit you with shovels, and they'd take your infinity, because that's probably how it actually works. Okay, let's see these pants. I'm looking for infinity, baby. Do you think that the people? So then you're back to NPC theory. Now you're back to nappy-headed hose. You're back to what? How do you think that works? Actually, I don't know. I was just making up conspiracy theories. That some people do. You have like gambling, right? You have if you own a gold mine, you have 100 gold miners. They all get gold every day, but you get the gold, right? They gamble, but you own the gold mine. You built all the gold mine. I mean, we're not being a communist here. Remember that diamond mine in Africa? They'd check their teeth. They get out of the fucking mine and they'd be like, "Open your mouth. We think you got diamonds in your teeth, man." Did they put diamonds in their teeth? Yes. And your whole thing is you can't, unless you can feel relaxed, you can't. Well, some people can do emotional thinking. I can't emotional. I have to be clean and queer. As Scientology says, I have to be queer. in the brain. Queer? Queer. No, queer. They'll take that and pick out, yeah, whatever. I'm a Scientologist. Yeah. I'm gonna get queer. Queer. Very funny. Does that explain that one phenomenon? Do you think that explains the, well, no, not John Travolta and Tom Cruise. I'm talking about the other. Do you think that's just a made-up word? Your thesis was, you had this one cool conspiratorial theory. I actually like it. It actually kind of works. There is no such thing as gay people. It's made up by the elites. That's what you call your enemy. But it's not actually, because that's what they do. They go around being like, hey, I'm your buddy. But then, if the other person does it, it's like, right? But, no one's actually buddies with anybody, right? The secret of all secrets is we all sort of know, and then you're sort of you're mimicking the people at the top by pretending to be all friendly, even though you're really just a terrible person, right? I'm a terrible person. I mimic the people at the top, and I go around pretending to be all nice, even though I'm a selfish asshole. And they don't like it because they're very good at being selfish assholes and hiding it. You're not very good at it. You got to be better at it if you're gonna go to Epstein Island. You got to be good at like keeping your tracks all clean and stuff, man. Here's a loose and sloppy Epstein Island participator. He would come back with photos and put them on Facebook. Here's me at Epstein Island. When going to Epstein Island, have discretion. Do not post your photos of your vacation. Hey, look at me. This is 2 ladies that fucked this on this vacation. The people do not expect the people at the top to be not bad. They just expect them to hide their badness very well. If you're going to be bad, hide it. Don't get caught. So many of these people are amateurs and they get caught. And that's the actual problem. It's not the actual acts. It's the don't get caught. I've seen Black Mass. I know about Whitey Bulger. It's don't get caught. Yeah, I have no clue. What's this about again? Yeah, so... Whitey Bulger, Black Mass. Nope. I got nothing here. This is an end of the circle. Let's see. Follow me to the hill. You can get crucified. Follow me. Okay. I don't know, man. They co-opted, the Romans co-opted Christianity. It's actually kind of creepy. The Jews created it, and then they mined it out of the suffering. The Jews mined the suffering of Christianity. Then the Romans, who created the suffering, come down and grab it. They take the rewards of Christianity, and then they what do? Not something. They hijack it? I don't even want to say hijack it. I don't know if that's the right word. What do? What is it called when you take something? You hijack it. It's not hijacking. It's called... what is it called? Not subjugate. It's... the spirit of Christianity was hijacked by the Romans for the Romans' own agenda. Cynical little thing, ain't you? Power. More power. Oh shit! I thought that was a person. If it was I thought that hey was a person there for a second, and I was way too loud with that. Very good job. Very interesting. I want more power. You're an NPC. These people have like robot brains, and they have a secondary world. They have what's called what was the world in the Matrix where they could make stuff? They could just make like big rows of stuff. What was that called? The filament world, or the what was the world before they could load into the world, and then from that world they could go into this world? They have that. It's like the hidden rooms in Fallout 4 or Skyrim, where they have all the items. You paranoid old nut job. I told you, man, you can't be. Elon Musk. That book is about New York City gets destroyed, and then the guy gets to rebuild it with like the new fancy material or something. I don't know. Do you think he's a real player coming down to the real world? Is this the NPC world? And he's like, he fucks around. He goes around bragging about how these people, yeah. I pay $20 a month. I come down here. I do what I want, man. Cosmopolis. I'm not gonna watch it. It's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be pretty bad, actually. Didn't he accept his Razzie? I think he accepted his Razzie. He was like, hey, at least I tried to make a movie that had some heart in it. It sucked. It sucked bad. And I went bankrupt. I lost all my money. But I tried to make a good movie. Good old Coppola. Man, he should have worn some belts versus fucking dumbass. Oh, fuck. Do you get the pants of Hiram where they stay up? I wear my sunglasses at night. And you're not putting your arm in the sling. You're putting, not the sling, but you're holding your pants. That's why you're fucking, yeah, whatever. Shut up. Should wear a belt or some suspenders, man. Map. See. Mapsy. So the elites want you to play as close to the line as possible, and you like to have the fast. You don't like to play on the line. You like to have the wiggle room. It makes you nervous to be right on the line. Yeah, that is true. Why do they like? They like that glove feeling, the tight. They like it when they can feel reality through the thin membrane of the other people. What's that about? Membrane? The membrane of the glove, baby. Hampton and yeah, booty. Was there any other news? Yeah, I mean, I don't think you actually know what the fuck you're looking at. Or what you're even reading. I don't think you even understand the words you use. They're just noises. I like the noises. They sound cool. The noises are cool. I like to imitate them. I'm imitating noises. Hampton and Doge Jeep Ram Chrysler. I don't know what they mean, but they're fun to say. Mapsy, singing rivers. Singing river. The paranoia, yes. The paranoia. It never ends well. Oh well. Pizza, pizza, man, I'm on pizza. Uh-huh. Dun, 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 dun. Whatever, it could be better. Applebee's, bees in the apple, apples in the bees, bees in the apples, apples and bees. Bee apples, apple bees. I could always respect the concept of physical property, but then that means I'm supposed to own my mental property. Nope, they own the physical property and they own your mental property. And that always irked you. You have to own something, right? Nope, if they own the property, they own the mental property too. Which is where the whole thing becomes devoid of hope. Hey, at least with mental property, I could have some like mental property. Nope, you don't even own the mental property anymore. You are merely a glove designed to feel reality for other people. They need that. What is it called? The Cadillac in the 50s had power steering so disconnected from the road, you could run something over and not even feel it. They want to feel every bump as they ride you. They want to feel the glove must be thin. They don't want to touch reality, but they want to feel reality. They want to be as close to reality as possible without actually touching it. Ooh, ow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Power steering? What is it? Like, you could run something over, you wouldn't feel it. That was the 50s, right? Power steering or something. Uh-huh. So at a certain point, all hope is lost, right? All hope you merely become the possession of another human being. You become engulfed. You become nothing but property in that story, right? You've done that joke. It's not a joke. It's the Turner thesis. You've done that before. Your ideas are not new. Come up with a new idea, buddy. I need a new idea. Zeitgeist. Give me zeitgeist electricity power. That Breyers ice cream was not very good. The Walmart ice cream might actually taste better than the Breyers. That was a disappointing thing of ice cream. I don't know. What else? You ate a whole thing of Oreos in like a day and a half, and then you ate. What else did you eat, little buddy? You're a sugar addict, my boy. I'm addicted to the sugar. He be crazy. He like the sugar. Sugar. Every day, something in my pocket. Hey, in my pocket. I play Russian roulette every day. A man's sport with a ball called life. Yeah, I'm with a cold life. Every time I find out where I really want to be, it's already where I'm at. Okay. Thank you for the contribution. Sugar. That was a lot of sugar. That was I think the normal Oreos would have been better than the chocolate ones. They didn't taste that chocolatey for being chocolate on chocolate Oreos. They need to have more chocolate flavor. You still have 4 Cokes. You have 3 Cokes left. 2 unopened, 1 half drank. 2 liters. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. It just means you drink Coke. Yes. Coca-Cola. Abandon all hope, all ye who enters in ye who enter thee, you ye, ba-dee-boo-ba. Remember when that one guy was talking about humans get managed? That feeling that they aren't actually after products, they're actually after human control. It's a very nervous feeling. It's like, but then that's just, they call it management, human management. They call it population management. In forestry, they call it forestry management, right? How many deers are in there? We gotta hunt some more deers. Leave the hunting season open an extra week, maybe. We got extra deers. It's called management. Whoa, that's a bit not nice sounding. La doo da doo dee 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 doo da dee da. You're getting paranoid again. You're getting anti-elite again. Avoid the anti-elite. They will have you killed. There's a lot of deer. We're going to leave the hunting season open an extra week, okay? And by hunting season, I'm not talking about deer. I'm talking about... Don't say that, man. Come on. How come your hand's not cold? You want to put the glove back on anyway? It's hunting season, baby. Let's see. So that's how their brains work. They're like, hey, there's a lot of deer. They must have accidentally found a piece of gold. We need to go find the gold they found. There's a lot of extra deer. Really, you're gonna do it you're gonna combine gold with the deer and the people management and say, oh my God, that's how it works, isn't it? Oh my fucking God, that's probably how it works. There's some extra there's some extra berry bushes around here somewhere. We need to find out where the berry bushes are. The numbers don't add up. There's too many deer for how many berry bushes we know about. Okay. You don't know anything about deer or deer hunting. Ernest did gun videos. That was cool. He did, I'm Ernest, and then he had the Ernest, and then there was the other guy. He was like the bad Ernest. He was the Ernest he would stick bullets in the gun that were too big for the gun. And he would use a hammer. He'd be like, you don't use the bullet, it's not in the gun. And he'd take a big old bullet and try to stick it in the gun. Oh, Ernest, bad Ernest, whatever his name, bad Ernest was named. I don't remember, what was bad Ernest's name? Bad Ernest. When going hunting, put a pin in the map where you're gonna go hunting, and don't take all the hunting spaces. Is that how the people do that shit? Do they have like maps? Do the people have maps? They must have maps, and they have their little thing drawn. That was the 90s too, 99. They didn't have like actual photography and stuff though. They probably didn't have aerial photography for this shit. They just had maps. Make sure you put a pin where you go hunting. Okay. What else? He was not hitting that hammer very hard. He was not really trying to stick the bullet in there. He was fake hitting it. I could tell he was fake hitting it. Is there some sort of moral to this? Nope. Too many deers. Do they do that? Do they increase deer hunting season based on number of deers? Maybe. That could be possible. Fishing season based on fishing. Everybody thinks that conservatives aren't environmentalists. They do all sorts of environmental things with humans. No, don't say that. Aw, you're really going to... Yeah. But hey, didn't the liberals, they were doing it with the tent cities and the fentanyl. They were trying to kill people off. Were they trying to kill people off? Was the tent cities an attempt to just kill people off? How do you healthily kill off the deer population? Wars and hunting. Or you can give them drugs. The left and the right are both trying to do the same thing. The right likes to kill people through wars and I don't know, what else do they kill people with? And the left likes to give them drugs. Maybe. It's the same goal. You got to keep that deer population down. Otherwise, it's just cruelty to the deers. Oh dear. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You got no collaterals. You gotta have you need flying drones. I need thousands of flying drones. Nice ones that stay forever. Solar powered. I need power. Power. That one guy who was in the Black Panthers, he made pants that had a penis cut out. In the old days, there was political revolution. Then you could just do fashion revolution, where you have a penis cut out for your pants. Didn't he work for like a PBS making barbecue or something? Wow. PBS was actually created. Who created PBS? It wasn't a Nixon program, was it? It was to pay off all the people. It was actually created 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago to pay people off. It was a bribe system. Maybe. I have no evidence. I don't know. When was it invented? 60s, 70s? It's the bribe system, baby. You can't give those people Sesame Street for free. Don't be giving people Sesame Street for free. You gotta make them. What was the one you want to make sure they have? Who's gonna sell them the fucking cereal, man? They need cereal money. You gotta keep them addicted to cookies and Cuckoo Puffs. That's not right. The society needs people addicted to Cocoa Puffs and Cookie Crisp. Otherwise, the whole thing falls apart. They're getting rid of the WHO, the WHO, or the US one. What else? Man, is he really? That one guy said that like a year ago or 6 months ago. Whatever. Society needs the people who are gullibles, otherwise the whole thing falls apart. It needs stupid people. There's not enough stupid people. Too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Too many faces, not enough heels, and too many. Society is built on idiots. Someone's got to buy these vape things, and someone's got to buy the beer, someone's got to buy the cigarettes. Otherwise, the cigarette companies and the beer companies will go out of business. If there were no idiots, there wouldn't be no cigarettes, there wouldn't be no beers. The world becomes confining. What once seemed open, the entire thing now feels like a cage. And I'm not even in prison yet. When you're in prison, it gets a lot worse. It feels like a cage now. Wait till you get fucking arrested eventually. Oh man. Okay. It once was so open and wide. Now it feels like a cage or a prison. Maybe that's supposed to be a good thing. I don't know, man. I want infinity. I'm chasing infinity. Chase the magic, drag magic infinity. Huff the magic. That's heroin, man. Were they huffing heroin? What were they huffing? Puff the magic dragon. Is that heroin or is that? I don't know. Marijuana. Heroin. Heroin den. Chinese people. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Information management becomes the primary system of probably yes. You need to get a fucking Dragon Ball Z scouter. They sell those. I need to get a DBC, like a toy Dragon Balls that you can make your own. And the elites are amazing. They notice, the only thing they pay attention to is how relaxed a person is. If a person is relaxed, they're like, hey, wow, that's like looking at a deer and going, there's too many deer. There's a relaxed deer over there. He should be scrambling to get those berries. He's a little too relaxed. And that's it. That puts them on edge. When they see a deer a little too relaxed, they get all nervous. That means there's extra resources in the system, and they're not taxing it heavy enough. Probably. That's probably how they actually think. Huh. I've been seeing a lot of deer in the woods. I think there's some extra berry bushes. We better tax them deer a little heavier. Okay. Leave the hunting season open a little longer there, buddy. Really? Is that conservative or liberal conspiracy? That sounds more conservative, actually, but it could be liberals. Does the communists do that? The communists did not hunt enough. The communists would drug animals and put them in the black, was it the Black Forest or was it the Bolarius Forest? Bolarius? What's that country called? Not Belgium. Bulgaria, not Bulgaria. Belarus is it? What country am I thinking of? It's north of Ukraine, right? North or east or Belarus. Drug the animal. That way the big old communists could feel like big old chads. They could shoot the fucking drugged animals. Did the communists not shoot enough of their own people? In the end, they were really mean. Stalin was really mean. But then they became so nice. Or were they nice? How many? I don't know. That's a good question. How the crackdowns became less, right? But there was that one story about the kid his daddy took a train of people to go get rid of him. What was his name? He was a fun little fella. What was his name? Belarus? There's a forest. The Black Forest is Germany. This is another forest, right? Even the communists were doing deer hunting tactics. Aw, man, yeah. Abandon all hope, all ye who enter. The whole thing's a fucking same thing. When it came to the communists and the Soviets, what was the movement? Who became the managers of the factories? Was it the old aristocracy from the Tsar times, or did the Tsar's aristocracy completely get wiped? Interesting question. Aristocracies. Someone's got to protect the people at the top from the the people at the bottom. There's the middle areas. Huh. I don't get it. How come? Because they don't want everybody using the rational brain is a muscle. The rational brain is a muscle. The rational brain is a muscle. If you do not use it, you will not have access to it. Really, you sound like one of those Star Wars movies where it's like, once you start studying the dark side, you eventually become the dark guy. I think that could actually be how it is. That's not good. Not good. I thought you could study it all night. Not you study, you become it. Everyone who studies the dark side becomes a dark force user. Oh, man. Okay. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Doody-da-dee-doody-da. Doody-da-dee-doody-da. The purposeful destruction of knowledge. Knowledge is not meant to be open and transparent. It's meant to be consolidated and hidden. La-dee-doo-dee-dee-da-doo-dee-da-dee-dee-da-doo-dee-da. Do-dee-da-dee-dee-da-doo-dee-dee-da-dee-da-doo. Da-dee-doo-dee-da-dee-doo-dee-da-dee-dee-da-doo-dee-da. Time is it, like 4? 3:50. Numbers, nursery, ages 0 to 3. Ages 0 to 3. It's a nursery, yeah, baby. I thought that light was on. Nope, it's a light reflection. Reflecting that light on the tail light. Da 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 da. How does this end? They took Xi Jinping and they forced him into the rural country. When he was a youngster, they shoved him in the country to pick rice. Well, it's not going to end well for you, is it? We're going to end up dead or shoved in the country into a gulag, American gulags. They have the prison. They have that alligator prison. Don't they have the alligator? And they're going to get Alcatraz back, and they'll turn them into factories. He knows how to make money. He's a smart guy. I bet he'll figure out a way to make money off that shit. There'll be a whole new prison industrial complex. In the old days, the prison industrial complex, they made 40 to 80K per each prisoner. It sounds so ridiculously high when you say it out loud. And I don't even know how that math works. How is it 80K? Well, they're paying people to work, so that gives people jobs, which, and then the other people get jobs off of it too. There's a lot of jobs involved in that. You sounds bad, but you have to remember, a lot of it is probably the jobs of the two groups that get jobs off of it. And then, but then you could turn it into a factory. You could turn it into like Foxconn. You could put nets up, and you could teach them a skill, like not jumping into the net when you're in a 60-hour. Man, you're not nice, man. That's not nice. Hey, I told you the communists are just the same. They got the deer shit too. I don't know if they did it, did they? How did they do that? Did they really? What was the story of that? That guy took a whole trainload of people? That was in what, the 50s or 60s? Or could have been, if it was World War II, I understand it. They did that during World War II, of course. But like the 50s or 60s? I don't know. Gotta hunt them deers, deer. Oh, dearie. Oh, dearie. What was that guy's name? Whatever. Yeah, that sucks. This is just, it's not boring. At least it's cold and I guess there's visual imageries. And there's some weird noises. Like a Halloween noise. People eating food. And when I was a kid, they had crystals. Now you have to pay like $15 for a combo, man. Ugh. I don't know. What the fuck? I don't know. There's no money at the bottom. It's all, the money's at the top. The people, you get out of, don't they always say that you always get out, you want to get out as fast as possible. There's no point staying in the muck. Get out of the muck as fast as fucking possible. Sell your soul to get out of the muck. Do anything to get out of the muck. The muck is disgusting. Mucky, 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 muck, muck, muck. Mucky, 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 muck, 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 muck. The muckier the bottom, the cleaner the top. I don't know. Muck, 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 muck. Whatever, buddy. Whatever, buddy. Buddy, buddy, buddy. Buddy, buddy, buddy. Hey, buddy, buddy. Yeah, but your brain's fried, isn't it? Like you got fried brain. He got no fried brain, fried brain, fried brain, fried brain. He got fried brain, fried brain, fried brain. Fries in the brain, French fries in the brain. Fried brain, French fries in the brain. Brain, French fries, brain, French fries. Fried brain, fried brain, fried French fried brain. Nope, nothing, nothing. Nada, nada, nada. Nada, nada, nada. What are you even mining for? If you were mining for something right now, what are you mining for? Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's some furniture. You want some furniture? They got a lot of lamps on. They leave all their lamps on. There's like 30, 40 lamps over on in there. They got a lot of lamps. You want to go in there and sleep? Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. It's the rationale. Rational, irrational, Dr. Pepper's. You're irrational. I think you actually are irrational. Dr. Pepper, 7-Up, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Gas Company. $69.95. $22 for a fill-up. Is that a lot for gas? Yeah. Don't ask me. I don't know. Gas. There's a guy every day. He gets he gets like 5 or 10 trucks of those canisters, and he has to fill them up. And he has to look at them and go, is this one still safe to fill up? There's a guy whose job is that, probably. He's like, hey boss, do I fill this one up or do we throw it away? Hey boo boo, is this a safe gas canister to keep, sir? Hey there, sir. Does this warrant make it unusable? I want a picnic basket. They're open 24/7, I guess. Yeah. Hey, fires, a quake, guy in some smoke, smoky music, rock stars, something. Huh? Okay. Google if Walmart is made out of cinder blocks. What is the walls of Walmart made out of? What is Walmart walls made out of? Yeah. Pizza? Let me get that pizza. Give me a pizza. Pizza. So you're supposed to be taught to not care about deltas. I only care about deltas. I just want to know my deltas, babies. My deltas, Delta Airlines, Delta. So they teach a large amount of people to not care about deltas. They've filled their heads with Cookie Crisp, and they do not think of deltas. It's so weird. Are you insane, or are they crazy because they don't care about deltas? Or are you crazy because you don't care about Cookie Crisp? I don't give a fuck about no Cookie Crisp. Cookie Crisp. I want me my Delta. Delta. Delta Airlines, Delta on the airlines, Delta. Okay. Now we sing, yeah. Now we sing, yeah. We sing now we sing. We see, lassie. Lassie. Okay. Ow, what the fuck? What's going on with that arm, man? Wowsy, 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 wowsy. Yeah, they should never realized that shit. It really is. Humans, they developed a caste. They developed a class of people who actually manage people. It's very creepy. And then they created this whole illusion of like people being equal, but they knew the whole time there had always been like a caste of people who have been managing. I mean, that's a story older than the pharaohs, the kings. I mean, oh man, that's weird. That is why when you go to the grocery store, they always celebrate the failures of the elites. It's always like, here's a famous person cheating on their wife. Here's a famous person failing miserably. Kill yourself, Britney Spears. We hate you because you're better than us. Shave your head. Everyone's mentally telepathing to Britney Spears 24/7. That was in the 2000s, man. That's like 20 years ago. You're like, wait, they don't even know who Britney Spears is. Who's Britney Spears? That's like talking about, who's the Wizard of Oz lady? I don't know, Dorothy. Never underestimate the hatred of the average human being, baby. They are filled with pine and with tar, and they are so tired of following the rules, and the second they can get all their aggression out, they can't wait. Mr. Elite, can we finally get the tar out? We haven't had any tar events yet. Get the tar out. You can get the tar out now. There's actually a whole system to it, and you're so blind you can't even see it. You can get the tar out now. Get the tar out. Get a 3/4 portion. Yay! The people are so happy. They get to get the tar out. Wasn't the analogy deer hunting? I thought it was deer hunting. Whatever, it's all the same thing. I'm just making this shit up anyway. Deer hunting, tar, and feathering. Yeah. Well, no, killing deer is actually, he was talking about population control, right? I don't know how that works. How do they do that? Something. You think that was what the 90s and 80s were? The 80s were purposely created. Crack was created. I have no evidence to support it, but I have heard the theory that crack was created. It was purposely created to do population control, similar to deer hunting. Okay. East campuses, west campuses, north campus, south campus, northeast, southeast. It's actually a deep state, the deep church state. It's a deep Illuminati conspiracy. I don't know, it sounds fun, why not? Potlucks and bingo. Do they do bingo? Bingo is a money laundering scheme. You can make shit up, right? Yeah, it's kind of fun. You're mentally a child, you know that, right? You are, aren't you? Mentally a child, mentally a child. That's actually secretly an Illuminati headquarters. Why not? It could be. You know, the whole problem with believing anything is it gets very dangerous very speedily. It's best to maintain a child's worldview. Or not. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. So you're purposely in the fog, and the people in the elites are not in the fog, and you're in the fog. You're in the fog. You're in the fog. But purposefully. I don't know if that. You'll get arrested for saying that, maybe. The fog is purposefully created. There was that one thesis where it's like the second you start studying something, that's actually an indicator that something, you know, because people don't actually look into something unless something bad happens. That's a movie thesis, right? Or is that? Yeah, that's probably a movie thesis. Yeah. So yeah, you're probably fucked. I'm supposed to know that stuff. These are all secretly designed to capture things. Nets. What? Oh, they didn't kidnap Trump. They would have taken balls. They didn't have the balls to do that. And I knew they didn't have the balls. But it's Switzerland, and Switzerland's the fucking head of the fucking deep state. Well, it's called the globalists. It's not the deep state is America. The globalists are in Switzerland. The deep state is America, CIA, FBI, all the bureaucracies that have people who work there for 10, 20 years. That's the deep state. The deep state is the DMV worker who thinks they know better than the person who was elected. Something like that, right? I mean, you have to admit, he does do a good job of doing a lot of movement. There's a lot of movement. And I think that people just like the movement. The movement feels exciting. I feel excited. Then again, you were talking about the end state versus the... Sometimes it's just about dominance. It's not even about the actual end state. Sometimes it's just the feeling of control. Who are you to judge? You walk around in the big fucking circle. You're not creating anything. You're just, it's a feeling of control. Hey, that's not a bad analogy. Maybe. I don't know. No, you can't say that. That's not. They're gonna take that away. Hey, now they got leverage over you. What is that Leverage TV show about? I've never watched it. What's it about? It's about leverage. It's about whatever the fuck. But what is it about? Like software? What the fuck? I don't know. What's it about? It's about leverage. Okay. Are you leaking water? Where's that water coming from, man? You didn't piss yourself. You must have dripped water. You drip water? You pissed yourself? Did you piss yourself? You pissed yourself, did you? How much water are you missing? You are missing some water. You're missing. Okay, you're missing some. Okay, I think you're missing water. I hope that's, yeah, it's water, right? Oh no, pee. That'd be funny. I don't think it's pee, but it could be. Pee. You did feel water, remember? But you're not even cold. So it's not, whatever. Cold. That's not a bad theory. That could work. Doody-da-dee-doo-dee-da-dee-dee-dee-doo. Doody-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Yeah, I probably not gonna get that. Pizza, 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 pizza. Pizza, 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 pizza. Pizza, 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 pizza. Oh. You're gonna go to is respect a zero sum game? Is it zero sum? I don't know. That's a good question. Is that zero sum in your worldview then too? Maybe I don't know, man. That's a good question. Do dee da dee dee da do. passion for suits. They've got a passion for suits. What a meaning. Your life really is meaningless. God, dude. But then again, you know, it's once you fry your brain, man. You fry the brain, you fry the brain. You can't unfry the brain. The brain is fried, the fried brain. Once your negative and positive reinforcement centers have been completely and utterly fucking corrupted, you no longer see reality through the lens of carrots and sticks. The carrots and the sticks actually have the opposite effect sometimes. It's very odd. The carrot becomes a stick, the stick becomes a carrot. Things become very complicated. And then you must look for an answer that is not the carrot or the stick, but something bigger. And then they think you're crazy because you're looking for something bigger than... You're supposed to just follow the carrots and the sticks, buddy. Follow the carrots, follow the sticks. Avoid the sticks. Eat the carrots. Man cannot live on carrots alone. Man must sometimes go into the sticks. No, they don't. They don't go telling them that. You're supposed to avoid the sticks and eat the carrots. You have benevolent leaders who care very much about you. Go into the... Eat the carrots, avoid the sticks. Oh, you're a dirty little fucker, aren't you? You look the... That wasn't that dirty, I don't think that was actually that dirty. How much water did you lose? How come you're not... In the beginning, weren't you cold and now you're not cold? Is it just a... It's 40. It's like 40, right? Carrots and stick... Donkeys. They see humans as asses. Donkeys? What's the difference? You did do that joke that one time. The donkey, the ass, the horse, the mule. The donkey, the horse, the ass, the mule. Jenny. One of them's called a Jenny. I think so, right? Yes. Jenny, Jenny, Jenny. You're a mule or a donkey or something like that. Carrots and sticks and carrots. Do you like carrots? Do you like sticks? Do you like carrots or sticks and carrots? What time is it? 4:30? 4:28. Pizza. You try doing that? I don't know. That's you avoid that. I mean, you sort of want to do it, but it's not. You have to like prep it correctly, and even then, it's a. You gotta throw some dices, man. It's dicey. It's slices, dices, cucumbers and tomatoes. Tomatoes and cucumbers, baby. There's no risking it. I challenge you, Mike Tyson, to a fighterino. No. He'd probably kill you. What is he, like 78? The kids like the gamblings. You don't gamble, that's wrong. You don't like the feeling of uncertainty. Yeah, that's your programmed incorrect. Your brain's fried. Your neural networks and neural network. Carrots and sticks and carrots is that Star Trek episode where those two aliens talked in binary. Okay. You're leaking water, aren't you? No, you're not leaking water. No water, leaky water, water, leaky. Oh, that's not a good answer. They stole the foot. That was boring. Why are they on? Let's do something cool, something really transcendental, something bigger than. I need something of infinity size, something bigger than these small things. There must be something bigger. Pathetic kid, God. What? Now your hands are getting cold. Hands cold, cold hands, handy cold, coldy hands. Actually, the really fucked up thing is they probably actually teach the elites. They know all the meme characters. They probably know every meme type because, and then you're very paranoid. You get this idea sometimes where it's like they can see right through you. I don't like it. You're nothing but a meme character. Meme character. Meme character. Probably are. I probably am a meme. Shit. Have you ever played a video game and you're like, hey, that's the same meme character, and then they make a bunch of them, right? Like, one Coca-Cola is the same as another Coca-Cola. You're comparing humans to Coke. To the elites, that's what a lot of humans are. A Coke, a Mello, a Mountain Dew. Really. That's not the best analogy. The better analogy was meme characters as in tropes. A trope. You're nothing but a walking trope. A walking trope. That's kind of funny. Nope, that's actually pretty lame. That was pretty lame, actually. Nothing but a walking trope. Doody-da. Tropes are memes. A meme is a trope. A trope is a difference between meme and trope. Trope is literary. I think a trope is literary, not. A meme is a cultural unit of information. Doggy. A dog is a meme. Is a dog a meme? Dogs are memes. Memes of dogs. Doggy meme. Maybe. I don't know if a dog's a meme. A dog bark. A dog barking is a meme. I think so, maybe. Doggy, barky. A dog barking is a meme? Maybe. Yeah. In the future, there will be no dogs because there will be automated security systems and the dog will be obsolete. People will still keep dogs, right? Maybe. I don't know. In the old days, they kept the dog to bark at night. If an intruder came to your house, it would wake you up. That's, okay. So you're the, I'm a master at telling people what they already know. People already know that, right? That's why dogs exist, right? I think so. Right? What do people know? .com. 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 So pizza? What are you gonna Google? Are you gonna Google something, man? Are you gonna Google something? Are you gonna Google something? Are you gonna Google something? I don't think it was the worst, right? It was, I don't know. What the fuck? Huh? I shall find the infinity. I shall find infinity eventually. Nut job. Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist. Memes, trope. What's the difference between a meme and a trope? Trope is literary, I think. And I mean, they're similar. They're cliches. What's the difference between a cliche, a meme, and a trope? They're in the same ballpark. I don't know the exact. A cliche is a French word for meme, but it came out like a cliche is an older word than meme. Meme's an 80s or 90s word, right? And a cliche is an older word than that, right? A cliche. It's a cliche. It's a cliche. Cliche, meme, and trope. What's a cliche? What's a meme? What's a trope? They're all different and the same. Trope is literary. A meme can be fire. Started with rubbing fire together. It's a computer. I don't know. What's a meme? What's a cliche? What's a trope? ChatGPT will do an amazing job of breaking those 3 terms down for me. Even though, because you could Google the definition, but it'll actually it'll articulate the difference between the definitions, because they are similar. They're in the same ballpark. They're not exactly the same. Actually, there's a guy out there. Cliche, meme, and trope. Should have had your eyes open. You would have seen the yeah, whatever. Fuck. See. So that's the end of this. It was cliche, meme, trope, and something like that. And what was it before that? That hip hop song from the 90s. It wasn't hip hop. It was. They call it like rock jams or something, right? Like, okay. Yeah. That concludes the 22nd of January, 2026. 2026. January 22, 2026.